I don't know if I'm single or not in the series. Maybe in the future episode. I don't know yet. So we'll see.
Hi, welcome to Unfiltered, where we share with you our journey to making the first episode of the Bungsu Story. This project was in collaboration with the Filterworks Productions for the Creative Corby Ends 2017 movie season. We bring to you behind the scenes as well as interviews from the people that made the project possible. If you haven't already, here's the teaser for the first episode. Thanks for coming in. Special announcement today, you guys have a new student.
What an award, huh? First Brunei to ever get it.
Adi. My name's Adi.
You know, this torture genius act is getting old real fast.
What? No way. Hello.
Hi.
Could you introduce yourself?
My name is Khatib Haji Ibrahim. You guys can call me Tibby. And I am acting as young Muhammad Khalil in this series.
Who is young Berhormat Khalil?
I actually am quite vague at the moment. The only thing that I know is he's a rich person. He owns a restaurant, and he's good friends with the Dato in the series, and we like to play golf. I don't know if I'm single or not in the series. Maybe in the future episode. I don't know yet. So we'll see.
We shall see. And how did you get this role?
Actually, I was with Zainal, and we had dinner, and he invited Akil over, and then Akil was like, "You could be Dato," because at that time it was still Dato in the script. I was like, "What Dato?" And then he said, "Oh, we're doing this series," and then I think you could pull off being a Dato. So, and then I was interested. They gave me a script, and since then, that's how I was involved in the series.
And before this, did you have any other acting experiences in front of the camera?
I was in a few of the Filterworks video, and I was a young actor for RTB when I was in secondary school. I did a few project, not so big, just a few sets, and I did one theater in Form 6. So I think that's all my acting career. Short. I don't think I have been. Have I? Mostly in Filterworks. Oh yeah. There was this. Project. Well, when I was studying in UBD, there was this group of people looking for actors, and I was a police officer in that short video. Yeah, and you want me to explain about that? No, okay. Yeah, so yeah, that's one more video I was involved in. Yeah.
And with this role in particular, how did you prepare for it?
Because I'm not a rich person, so I thought it's like, how would a rich person act? So I had to borrow a suit because I never had the opportunity or the reason to wear one. I borrowed a suit from my brother for this project, and from the what I've seen so far, I think I can pull it off being a young Muhammad. Apparently, yeah.
What are the main attributes or characteristics of a young Berhormat?
I feel like you have to be polite and show that you have power at the same time, and be friendly as well. You don't want to be that young Burma who no one likes. Yeah, I don't want to be that person in this one. So yeah, I think that's how I wanted the character to be.
Were there any difficulties playing this role?
Not really, because for the pilot episode, I'm only involved in one scene, so it was more of a just trying to remember what my lines are and be consistent and just have fun, I think. Yeah. I think that's it.
With your preparation for this role, was the process, did you go through the same process with your other projects? Or was this sort of the first time?
Kind of similar. Like most of my recent projects, it's more of an impromptu. So we don't really have a script for my recent project. It's more like I come to the scene. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna say. So, but for this project, I actually have a script prepared. So at least I have something in the back of my mind what I'm gonna do. So, but apart from that, I think I didn't really do any advanced preparation. I just try to stay calm, I guess, and do what's supposed to be done and follow what the director says.
So you're quite used to sort of being put on the spot and having to come up with material
Oh,
and all of that, aren't you?
yeah. Because I'm actually a struggling comedian. I do stand-up comedy with Brouhaha, with Zainal as well. So we're trying to make it big, but so far we're just slowly. So yeah, most of the time it's like being a stand-up comedian, you just kind of put at the spot at the same time, but you need to prepare as well. But at the same time, when someone asks you something on the spot, you need to be quirky, I guess. So I guess you can apply into acting as well. Yeah.
It's a skill that you can sort of.
I never really thought about it as it being a skill. It's just, I guess so. Yeah.
Have you ever played a rich person or that before?
No, I don't think so. I've played a bad person before, but not a rich person. I don't think so. Yeah.
Did you have any references?
At the back of my mind, I always look at, when I was doing this person, when I was acting as this person, I imagined myself as being James Bond for some reason, because of the suit and bow tie, and how would James Bond be in this scenario? So, I think that's what I was thinking when I was acting it out. I'm not. I know I'm really far away from being James Bond, but I guess it's a start. Yeah.
How did you find how did you feel about, or did you find the shooting process for your bit or for the rest of the cast?
I feel like because the director is Asnil. I've never worked with him before, but after working with him, I think I understand why it takes a long time, because my scene, I only have one scene and it took more than 12 hours, I think. But after seeing what I've seen in the short trailer, I think I understand why, because he likes to take all the different angles, all the scenery, which is, I think, very unique and beautiful. So that's probably why it took a long time. Was that the question? Was that answering the question? Yeah.
Maybe ask about the highlights and biggest takeaway.
So how do you feel about being part of this project overall?
I feel honored, I guess. I feel like it was a good opportunity for me as well, and I feel lucky to be involved in this project, because it's not commonly seen in the local industry. So maybe I can be involved in future productions as well. So I think for all of us, I wish us good luck and hope things goes well. Yeah.
Could you share with us your greatest highlight and your greatest challenge overall?
I think the greatest challenge is, I think as some of us have other day job, so the greatest challenge would be, especially if we're going to be serious with this, is to balance that and the project. So I think that's one challenge. And then what was the other one?
Your greatest highlight.
The greatest highlight I think would be, like I said, being involved with it in it itself is probably a very good, a very good experience for me. So it's something I could probably tell my future kids. Like when we were first starting the creative industry in Brunei, I was young Muhammad Khalil, and show them the video, and it's like, see, your dad's someone back then. Yeah.
How is it any different, this production as compared to your other previous productions?
I think this is well thought, and well prepared. I feel like you guys, the production crew, actually sat down and discussed how are we going to do these things. Unlike like my previous involvement in front of a camera is mostly like friends, like let's do this, and then we have a camera like, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and then shoot. Good angle. Let's take it. Let's bring it home, and edit it, and it's complete. Now I think it's more complex and more well thought of, which is good. Yeah.
What's your biggest takeaway from this whole project?
My biggest takeaway is that I realized that there's a lot of what do you call it, potential for Brunei to develop or make projects like this, and I hope that one day we can show it to everyone. But for myself, I think, as I said, being involved with this project itself is probably a blessing for me. Yeah.
It's probably a redundant question, but was it in your comfort zone doing that in this production?
Yeah. I think for myself, if I'm not comfortable doing acting as someone, I would probably tell the directors, I feel uncomfortable doing this. I'm not saying that I'm a picky person, but it would be better for the production team to find someone else who would do a better job at it. So, but being as Yang Muhammad Khalil, I think it's something I am okay with. So, yeah, I think I'm comfortable with acting some pretentious rich person. Yeah.
What are your personal plans or career plans in terms of as an actor or comedian?
Okay. I am trying to be. I'm trying to penetrate the industry when it comes to comedy, so I perform for Brouhaha as well, as a stand-up comedian. But me and Zainal especially want to try going outside of Brunei and trying out open mics in Malaysia, Singapore. Hopefully sometime this year I will be able to do that, because Zainal also, he's already done it in London, and soon he's gonna go to US. But I think for me, I'll start small with going around the neighboring countries for that. And I also have a podcast. I host this podcast called the Santai Podcast. It's basically, because podcasts in Brunei, I don't think it's quite famous yet. Not a lot of people are doing podcasts, and I commute from Bandar to KB, so I think podcast is one of the ways for me to be awake while driving. So I hope one day it gets picked up by a radio or just people of Brunei in general. And yeah, I think that. And acting. Because I think acting is more of a secondary passion. I think comedy is first, and then acting is second. Yeah.
Has that been received well in Brunei? Comedy? Is there a
Yeah, so far we've had a few shows before, and every time I go on stage, it feels like everyone's accepting it. But as you all know, I think probably gonna be someone who's gonna criticize a performing person. So the bigger you get, the more people will love you, and there will probably be more people who don't like you. But I think it's something you need to uh, stay strong and just be prepared about it. But so far, Alhamdulillah, no one has ever said, "No, see, TV too boring." No. So far, everyone's been accepting of our materials. Yeah. Hello, my name is Khatib Sadikin Haji Ibrahim. I play the young Bohormat Khalil in this pilot episode. Do stay tuned for the episode. It's coming out in July in Brunei theaters, and I hope you guys enjoy it.